Hello everyone, we're back again here from the Philippines. I'm retired here from the United States, been here almost 2 years, and today's topic is mass deportation. First of all, I want to make a disclaimer. I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat. Actually, I'm kind of in the middle. I like what they say. I'm both parties, and I disagree with a lot what they say, again, on both parties. So anyhow, now that I made my disclaimer, all I can, I'm 70 years old, all I can do is tell you my life experience. Back in 1980s, I lived in Washington State, north of Seattle, and in the 80s, unemployment was very low. Someone suggested to go to Eastern Washington as they need a lot of workers over there, which is farm work. Well, I was raised on a farm. I love farm work and everything. So I went over there on the Columbia River, stretches all the way up to Canada. There's lots of apple orchards and cherries and so forth. So I went over there, and 90% of the farmers provide housing. So I went over there and got a job. I started picking apples and everything. And I worked with a lot of illegal immigrants, Mexicans. They're fantastic people, hard worker, very polite. You did them one favor, they do you three favors back. But if you messed them over once, they'll mess you over three back. I mean, they pretty much stick together, and you can't blame them. But anyhow, had no issues with that. And every now and then that immigration would come in. We would have immigration raids on the farm, and they would run to the hills. Actually, there's a lot of old abandoned gold mines, and I even showed them, where to hide in these mines. And it was a cat and mouse game all the time. But thing is, excuse me, a lot of Americans just don't want to do that kind of work, so they pretty much keep the farmers going. Anyhow, I got a management position, drove tractor and everything, and hauled bins of apples on trucks, and ran crews, and did irrigation, and did pruning trees there in the winter, and had a crew, and take them to the stores for their needs. It was a nice life. I enjoyed it. I did it for several years. But I wanted to better myself and make more money, because at that time farmers pay low wages. So I went back on the West Coast and got involved with the medical field. Well, I tried to get my LPN license 3 different times and failed because it was so hard working 40 hours and going to school 40 hours. After 3 months, I get burnt out. But I kind of missed Eastern Washington. I love working outside and everything. So a few years later, I go back over to find work. I went up all and down Columbia River. Every place I go would not hire me because I was not Mexican. Something changed to where we were considered white trash. Oh, what the heck? Mexicans are taking over all the jobs here, and I'm an American. You're not going to hire me because I'm not a Mexican. Oh, I was upset. So I went back over to the western side again, and went to work for a gas station. Then I developed heart problems, and I had no medical at the time. It was too expensive. So I went to a local clinic, and I walk in there, and all Mexicans in there, not one white person. So I told them, hey, I'm having heart problems and blah, 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 need to see a doctor. And they go, sir, we can't help you because you're not an immigrant. I go, what? Oh my god. Oh. So I ended up going to welfare, and which was shameful because I always did for my own all my life, and that was like pulling teeth trying to get help from them. Anyhow, make a long story short, as years passed, uh, I moved back to New York and Pennsylvania area, and then when Trump was becoming president, he said that he wanted to build a wall and have Mexico pay for it. I go, all right, Trump, let's go. That's a damn good idea. You know, get the legal ones over here. Don't let all the illegals take away all my rights and benefits. Oh yeah, on top of that, the illegals, they get free health care, food stamps, help from welfare, housing, so on and so forth. And I got crap. No. Anyhow, I was all for Trump with the idea of building the wall and everything. And as you know, the story after that, then Biden came in and everything got crazy with immigration. So my point, what I'm getting at is now Trump wants to do mass deportation. He's talking about Haitians and this, that, and everything. Now, let me back up just a little bit. In Pennsylvania, I worked on a potato farm. They're a really, really big organization. Their main office and main farm was out of Florida. And we could not find no help after the pandemic. So, every harvest, I worked for them for 10 years, by the way, and every harvest season, we would put a sign out by the road, help needed, help wanted. And after the pandemic, not only one person stopped within a month's time to apply for a job, and then he didn't show up. And here we are stranded, no help. We needed at least 12 people to process everything. So what they do, they ship the Haitians from the main farm from Florida up to Pennsylvania to fill in the workers. And if it wasn't for the immigration, you know, these major farms would go down. Anyhow, during all this campaign and everything, you hear this crap about Haitians eating cats and dogs in Ohio and this and that and everything, and there's a lot of propaganda, false news going on, and now Trump wants to deport the Haitians in that area, even though they have legal status papers that really help that town. The town really wants them there. I don't know what to believe. There's so much crazy crap. But my point is, mass deportation, I watched 60 Minutes. If you get a chance, watch it. And they said it's going to cost like $88 billion just to get rid of 1 million illegal immigrants a year. And my point is, all these farmers are depending on the immigrants for harvest and manual labor and everything on all these farms, because no Americans want to do that at those wages. So if we have mass deportation, the farmers are going to have to raise their prices to $15 an hour or more just to attract helpers to come in. So that means the price of food is going to go even sky high, even go higher. It's a double-edged sword. So I don't know what how to solve this problem. I have no advice. Maybe you can make a comment to see, you know, maybe these farmers and factories can sponsor the people down there at the border, and they're responsible as long as they pay their taxes and fill in the jobs and everything. That would increase the economy like crazy. But mass deportation, oh, that's really going to hurt our country. So I don't know. I just had to speak my piece about that. Um, it's there's a lot of problems that needs to be solved, and I'm worried about my Social Security. Like I said, I'm 70 and retired, which is another topic. Don't get much on Social Security after paid what I paid through, and I worked for over 50 years. I should be getting a lot more a month than what I got now. It shouldn't be handed out to other people for other issues. It was made for retirement, which is a different topic. But anyhow, let me know what you think about mass deportation, or any suggestions that we can send to our representatives to get things fixed. And it's all up to us. I hope you vote and voice your opinion. That's what I'm doing now. I try to stay out of politics, but this is a serious issue, because a lot of Filipinos go to America in the medical field. They make the most wonderful nurses in the world. And, it's going to upset all kinds of people. I don't know. Anyhow, we'll see what happens on the elections here on the 5th and see who does what. And like I said, if you have a comment or opinion, I'd love to hear them. Okay, stay safe, everyone, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.